everyone's just behind me, and I thought I would do a little example of what a vlogging style would look like. In terms of presenter style, it'll be less personal, it'll be less about what I'm doing, what I'm experiencing, and more about the actual market itself. So it'll be something like, hi everyone, welcome back to the channel.
Start now. It's official. Welcome to the family.
It's come back. Why is my bag come back?
Because we're saying
Honestly, like anything.
Yeah. Exciting. From Hamburg. I'm a little bit sleepy today because I had a 5:30 wake up time. I'm here for a very special reason. So Traverse Events, who are a company I've worked with for the past like 2.5 years, they are hosting the first ever video travel conference in Hamburg here called Keyframe 19, and I'm going to be a speaker for the event. So I'm going to be doing 2 different sessions on how to film food videos. We met because I joined one of their panels during World Travel Market a few years ago, and now it's so nice to be asked to be a speaker for 2 sessions over the weekend. So on Friday I'm going to host a practical session of filming food videos with a group of 17-18 people, and there's going to be a follow-up session more about theory, camera equipment, gear, editing. So depending on how that goes, I'm planning on filming a video all about that on the channel here. So don't you worry, because I know that's probably the most asked question, is about how I edit, what camera I use, and like tips and tricks on making videos and stuff. So I'm going to use the learning from that and learn from others who attend the session, and then feed that back to you and present it in video form. Just checked into the hotel. I'm staying at Superboot, which is a very cool area near like St. Pauli, which is I said that in a very Italian accent, St. Pauli, which is a very artistic neighborhood. There's street art everywhere. Apparently it's all like up and happening. There's coffee shops and restaurants. So it's a really cool area. The food market's like 10-minute walk from here. Though I don't know whether somebody's actually tied the shoe there or whether this is part of the art in Hamburg. G&T is calling my name after a few hours of looking at the screen.
Let it sink and play it deep into me. Oh, I've never been so happy before.
Good morning! Today is the next day. I am heading out to quite a few sessions today. The first one is going to be learning all about lighting and the differences between artificial versus natural lighting, and to kind of have a deep delve into more of the technicalities of it. Now, I don't really work with lighting a lot apart from when I use it to shoot indoors, because a lot of the things I do with travel, it is just going to well-lit spots and making the most of each scenario and each situation. So for me, it's going to be such a useful session. And then the second session could potentially be a vlog walk about the street art around the area. And then the last session I'm going to go on is at Food Boom Studios. I am always interested to know how to shoot better, particularly with food. Went on the technical workshop for lighting, and it was very insightful. Greg was so good, he was so interactive, really explained everything really well, and then went through all the different steps. So I feel like if you see an improvement in lighting, it'll be because of Greg. Thanks, Greg. And I'm now doing a vlog walk around the area. So I'm walking through St. Pauli. I'm not doing an Italian accent, which is an artistic region around here, more artistic than any other region in Hamburg. So you see a lot of activist work, you see a lot of street art everywhere. Hamburg, I feel like it's the kind of place where if you just take a stroll and a camera, you'll find so many gems just without you even realizing. Just you experience the city as it is through its day-to-day life. section where you'll find a lot of food. So behind me you've got lots of different food stalls, from everything from like fresh meat, cheeses, fish, and then on the opposite side you have restaurants and cafes and bars, and then this is popping during the evening as well. We are going to make some food. So there are 3 stations and 3 stations within the 3 stations. I'm at the meat one and we're preparing beef tartare, but they've also got one on meatballs and on soup. So we've been left to our own devices because we've not been told the recipes yet. So we have a bunch of like different kinds of mustard and herbs and seasoning ingredients, and we're just gonna try and make the best of it and try and create something delicious. But I'm paired with 2 beautiful girls who looks like they know what they're doing. This is Jess, and she is going to be our beef tartare chef today.
Chef, yeah. Get ready for a culinary masterpiece.
Yes. This is not just any beef. This is Jess prepared special beef. Everybody's left, so it's just Jess and I.
Romantic dinner.
Look, they've lit candles and everything. I've put flowers, and we're gonna dig into our beef tartare.
I'm so ready for this.
This is the best first date I've been on in a while. So we've got the cucumber, which was marinated with salt, pepper, vinegar, olive oil, and a little bit of balsamic, I think. A little
Sprinkled with a little bit of crisps as well.
Oh yeah, for that extra crunch. The crisps are bacon and honey.
I would never have thought of putting crisps.
Yeah, right? Because it's like beef and pork. I know we made it, but I would like to say literally melts in your mouth.
Oh yes.
Especially with the creaminess of the sour cream added to the natural textures of the beef. All the seasoning, got peppery kick, a little bit of salt, a little bit of the crunch of the bacon and the honey.
See, I wish I knew how to describe food like Shu does. She's a master at this stuff.
I think it's just like a constant love letter to food. Yeah. Okay. We're going to demolish this now. We'll see you at drinks. Trying a cherry blossom drink, and it's got cherry lemonade and tequila, and the straw is a pasta straw, so it's literally pasta and a straw. So it's no chili.
I'm glowing.
It's now about 10 o'clock, and apparently we're now trying to break a world record for the most vloggers and content creators in a bed.
What's the record for the most amount of people in the bed? What you do, don't you know? It's toxic.
Good morning, everyone. I don't know why I'm waving. Good morning, everyone. Today is the day, and it's the day of my first talk. I'm actually going to demonstrate all 3 styles of how I would approach filming food videos. So that is from vlog style, from presenter style, and also through cinematic sequences. Because I just thought, instead of telling people how to do it, I might as well just directly show them. So I'm now heading over to the Rinder Market Hall. My German is not very good, but it is a market 10 minutes from here. It has 4,000 square meters, and it has over 200 stalls of fresh produce, flower shops, coffee shops and things, and we're going to be in a kitchen where I'll be holding the session, so I'm very excited. Hi, so I'm now doing a demo of the vlogging style. So we're actually inside with everyone here. Everyone's just behind me, and I thought I would do a little example of what a vlogging style would look like in the Rinder Market Hall, which is not my best German pronunciation, but we're just going through a good presentation style now, and then we're going to go and eat some food. So I'm going to take you along and then see what we eat, because there's 2 different national dishes that we're going to try. In terms of presenter style, it'll be less personal, it'll be less about what I'm doing, what I'm experiencing, and more about the actual market itself. So it'll be something like, hi everyone, welcome back to the channel. So today we're at Rinder Market Hall in Hamburg, where we'll be trying a bunch of Hamburg's national dishes and take you around all the different stalls. So this actually started off in the 1800s as a cattle house and a cattle market and a slaughterhouse of Wales, expanded and changed into the market that we see today. So it's over 200 stalls, and they all specialize in like organic local produce. So you won't find chains here, but you will find all of like the local and the best ingredients possible. So can you see like the differences between like the vlog? I'll actually film a taste test I usually would be like, hi, so I'm now trying this dish, which is Hamburg's national dish. It's actually known as the seafarer stew. I would describe the food itself. So I mean, this is a seafarer stew. So as you can see, this is when the B-roll would then come up as I'm talking. To be like, we've got a little mix of herring here. We have some corned beef mixed with some potatoes. We've got a fried egg over the top, a little bit sprinkle of some seeds. And on the side, we have some pickles and some beetroot with it as well. And then this is when the B-roll then stops and it goes back to me. Describe exactly what you're tasting, describe that to the viewer rather than, yeah, it's pretty good. Pretty tasty, yeah. Like, you're not gonna get anything from that if you're watching someone say this is nice. It's not just about what you're eating, but also about the story the dish is telling and why you're here eating it, which makes it just a bit more interesting than seeing the actual dish. Turn the camera around like this, instead of doing just like one static shot, you can like move it like this, move it around, kind of do a little bit of a pan, out of focus, going back in, you're revealing more of the ingredients as you're talking about it. A wide shot on establishing the scene. So I'm at this store right now, show the store, and then maybe a close up to what he's preparing. Do that, zoom back out again. We're at this ramen bar and we're about to go into this. Wow! It opens up to another little ramen restaurant. It's well warm in here. We're at Ume no Hana. Oh, dang. I don't. Dang. I love me some both. Dankeschön. Yum.
Guten Appetit.
Guten Appetit.
From me and friends who are also vegan.
Yeah. Good morning! I realised I didn't actually vlog the rest of yesterday, but the talk went really well, went the best it could have. More people turned up actually. There was a capacity of 15 people and about 18 to 20 people turned up in the end, so that was good and nobody left halfway through, so that's also good. But I think it went well. The group seemed really engaged and a lot of questions were asked towards the end, and then I spoke to people one-to-one afterwards, like throughout the night and things as well, more about cameras and editing and talking about food, eating food on camera. So I'm really pleased how it went. I wasn't actually nervous. I thought I would be at least a little bit nervous, but the more I was talking, the more I'm like, I freaking love this. Like, I am feeling so content and so positive, and I really enjoyed it. I've always kind of liked public speaking, especially when they gave me the microphone. Then I felt so professional, like you could see in the clip, and I was just like, hello, oh, hello. There I was, dancing away, dancing the night away, and ended the night with some KFC because I always want fried chicken towards the end of the night. And here I am today trying to look like I didn't have KFC at 1 AM last night. Well, I finished prepping the talk this afternoon. It's going to be the second and last session, and it's going to talk more about the editing process, more about SEO, how to edit, presenting on camera. It's going to be a continuation of yesterday's session, so I'm looking forward to that. It's the last session of the day, and then I go for dinner with Epidemic Sound, which I am very excited about because I've used Epidemic Sound for about 2 years now. So I fangirled a bit when I got the email inviting me to dinner. I didn't play it cool. I'm never that cool. I probably should work on that because I feel like I always just put exclamation marks and smiley faces, and I'm just a bit too enthusiastic with everything. So I don't know, I kind of like it, but sometimes I'm like, you're not very cool. I'm not. Just had my lunch and I'm now setting up to go to Greg's session on an introduction to DaVinci, which is on colour grading. I've never actually used DaVinci before, so I'm going to attend that, and then afterwards it's going to be my second session. But I think a lot of new faces are going to be there, so I think I'm going to have to like recap. I'm like bending down to put my coffee down, not doing some weird flex. So yeah, I'm excited to chat again about food, and I feel like it's more space compared to yesterday, because yesterday was done in a market, so it was quite loud to try and chat to a group of people, and I am looking bloated today because of yesterday. Okay, time to get some learning done. Georgia, my darling, come sit with me. Come sit with me. This coffee has 2 lattes and 2 espressos, and this is my second one of today, so I'm gonna be buzzing for 4 o'clock. We are now in an Irish bar. I've done an Irish drink. Okay. Good morning to you. Good morning to you.
email people, ask questions, see what's happening in the industry, and I'm still like replying to comments.
Or maybe take notes.
Can you check your battery?
Yeah, my battery is quite low.
Hello! I've been so bad at vlogging over the past few days, which I'm very, very sorry about because normally I'm a lot more on it. But it's just been an intense couple of days. Very good way, in a good way, but an intense couple of days. I had my second talk yesterday and a lot more people turned up than I thought. There was a lot of new faces, so I kind of went through like a recap of the first talk and opened up to a Q&A, and I had really good feedback, which was so nice. Like everybody was so supportive and really lovely and friendly. So if you went to the talk and you're watching this video now, thank you so much for just being so lovely and supportive, because it was my first ever talk. I absolutely loved it. I loved talking all about that stuff, and it's my first time talking about video, but from my perspective as a YouTuber, as opposed to talking about it for the brand and for what I used to do for work and things. So it was a really cool experience for me. Thank you to Traverse for believing in me, for asking me to even speak at a conference. I had such a good time, and I realized why I love public speaking. It was, yeah, amazing. So I've not stopped smiling since, and I mean, I've been smiling all week, but it's been like the whole time. Tonight is the last night. It's going to be at a microbrewery for some wood-fired pizza and some beers, as if I've not had enough beers over the past few days and fried chicken. I'm very bloated, but I'm very happy. I'm going to bid you all farewell and say thank you so much for watching this vlog. Hopefully it was okay, because it's very all over the place. Normally I have a lot more structure with these videos, but this one I've just been so focused on trying to nail the talk that I think I wasn't as good with filming. So I'm really sorry that this is a bit of a shambles, but I hope you still enjoy the video. I hope you feel as much love as I do. And now I feel confident in filming a video about how I film and edit and all that jazz, because everyone has given me so much love and good feedback. So thank you so much for that. Anyway, rambling. I'm wearing this tonight, by the way. I don't really buy clothes anymore, so I end up just kind of wearing the same thing over and over, but this is what I'm wearing. It's called the Dobby dress. It's very cool. I feel like Dobby the house elf, except I'm not a house elf. Okay, I'm going now. I'm rambling. See you in a bit.